Hey everybody, we are a couple of minutes late today, but we have made it to day 5 of our 5-day art series, So Long Summer Break. If I have perchance made any of your children cry, my apologies. I really am sorry. I just wanted to tease them a bit. I didn't want to make them cry. So don't send me any mean emails. Kids, if I made you cry, I'm sincerely sorry. So give me a chance to pull up my stream here on my laptop and let me know if you're watching. Tell me where you're watching from, the names of your kids if you would like to, and if you're watching on replay, type replay in the comments and also where you're watching the replay from. And we will get started very quickly. Okay, I only see a couple people on right now, but I'm just gonna keep on going because we have got some things to get done today. I do want to remind you that this is the last day and we are opening the enrollment for Masterpiece Society Studio this coming Monday, August 13th, August 12th through the 15th. 4 days only. I can't take any more than a 4-day open enrollment. So, sign up if you are even interested a little bit because we are going up on prices next year, and if you get in on these prices, you will be locked in forever at that rate. So let me show you. Let's just go over really quick what we've already done. Monday was the Bye Bye Beach. Turn it the right way, Alicia. Tuesday was We'll Miss You Wildflowers. Wednesday was our Farewell Fireflies. And yesterday was our Parting Ways with Popsicles. So if you missed any of these, they are available on the replay. And we're going to leave them up for a little bit. So make sure you get in on them because I do want you to just have some fun with your kids. These are simple art supplies that you should have around the house and easy lessons, not multiple layers and a long time to make. Okay, and I hope that you have downloaded our PDF packet with the supply list, the template for yesterday's, here it is, project. And today we're doing the Toodles Doodle art lettering. And so we've got this 3 pages of summertime quotes that come with the PDF download. And in the interest of time, I'm going to switch you over to, let's get this camera situated. Hopefully you can see it. There we go. And I'm hoping, I think, Olivia, I'm so sorry to do this to you, but could you bring that light around because, bring it over here.
I'm going to have to turn it off first.
Okay, we'll just bring it over here then, because this is giving us a shadow. While Olivia's moving that around for me, I see that Erin and Charlotte and Savannah and Raleigh from Augusta are joining us. You know what? I have a cousin named Savannah, I have a cousin named Georgia, and I have a cousin named Jennifer Augusta. So we got them. Oh, what was the other one? I have another. I can't think of it at the moment. My cousins are not going to be happy with me, but we've got the southern cities represented too in our family. I love that. Hey, Mary and the Cummings girls from Oklahoma. Ooh, good. We got some teenagers. And I am going to, let me show you. Okay, hey everybody, we're going to try this again. And I am going to go back on my page and see if we are broadcasting. If we are not, I will continue doing this lesson. It will be recorded on my iPad and then we can just post it and you can watch it at your leisure. So, let me check again. Can you see if we're live?
It says live 9 minutes, but
that was
okay.
The other one.
Okay, well now it's live, I think. showing you on your laptop.
I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, I can't see me, but Olivia can see me, so she can read any more comments that we have. What I was saying before is that I'm going to, let me just pull you back this way and pull the camera. Let me switch screens. There we go. I sketched this out really quickly, but I will go slowly with my pen, but I still recommend that you go with your pencil first, then go back over it with your pen. Let your pen dry, then come back and erase all your pencil marks, and then come in with your markers. If you don't have markers, then watercolors will work. I usually do my doodle lettering with watercolors, but I just thought it'd be fun just to play around with some markers. So we are using the quote from Shakespeare's sonnet, and it is "Summer's lease hath all too short a date." So I am going to, you see how fast I did it. This one is crooked and wonky, but I'm going to try to go a little bit slower, and I won't stay with my lines. These are just guidelines, kind of like the Pirates Code. And then you want to make, this one is really wonky. And just like yesterday, I showed you, if you mess up, you can always fix it maybe with a little white gel pen. But you want to do that after you've erased all of your pencil. So in some of these, you want to make loops where you can add color. And if you don't have loops, you can add, like I'm doing, leaves and flowers on some of these, since it's a summer quote and since I love flowers. I'm just doing a little squiggly vine here. And I'll come back and just do some simple little flowers and weave them in and out of this right leg of my M.
Carla and Chloe from Tennessee.
Hey Carla and Chloe, thank y'all for joining us. We're having some technical difficulties.
Miss Cummings says that her seven-year-old brother, well, her son, has decided to join too.
Yay!
And Aaron Johnson does say that it's good now, so.
Awesome. So sorry about that. And Olivia is graciously joining us, even though she'd rather be taking a nap right now. Her allergies are bugging her. I don't know that she's got allergies, but she's having some kind of reaction. Maybe she's allergic to me.
Sorry if I sound a little stuffy.
So, oops, I am out of the shot. If you will notice, none of my letters look the same. I am just making them up as I go. And there is no right or wrong way to doodle letter. So I am actually just copying what I already did to make it easier for me. This S, I think, looks a little better than that S, but you know what? This is supposed to be wonky, so don't be hard on yourself and don't get into perfectionism. Let's just play with this and have fun. This can be your practice, and then you can just take out as many sheets of paper as you want and practice your own style of doodle lettering, make up your own letters. So once again, I am just drawing. This is kind of like the faux calligraphy that we did the other day. I just drew my L and I came back and thickened it up. And the reason I'm doing that is what I mentioned earlier. I want some areas to come back in and add my markers. And like on this one, I don't have any kind of loops to fill in, but I'll just go over it with my marker. This S, I'm going to add in here, just some areas to add color to. And on this page, I have made every letter different. If you like a certain letter, like you want all of your E's to look like this, or like this, or like this, you can do them all like that. You can come up with one style for each letter, or you can do all your letters in the same style. Just use your artistic license and have fun. And there was something I was going to say. Oh, yes. What I was going to say is it would be a really good idea for you to take a ruler and a pencil and maybe draw you some guidelines, or even the crosshairs in the middle, so that you can space yours, especially if you're using a different quote. But if you follow along with this one, and then you can come back later with your own quote and kind of space it out. A lot of times I'll just start writing my quote and realize that I didn't save a lot of room, and so then I erase the whole thing. Or just, I also practice on copy paper. Right now I am using, this is watercolor paper, but you could use mixed media paper. But practicing on copy paper makes it easy to just toss it in the trash if you don't like it and begin again. But if you're a little bit more disciplined than I am, you can, like I said, just measure it out. Fly by the seat of your pants like me and Han Solo. So here I've got two L's, and I am making them completely different. That's a wonky kind of a capital L, and then I'm just going to do a little L, little cursive L there. Doing two different O's. And I am kind of adjusting as I go. When I went in and did all my lettering with the pencil, I did it like 2 minutes before we went live, because it's been a crazy day and I completely forgot about it. So I did it really quick, and now I'm just trying to make some adjustments as we go. Can you tell I like the curly Q things? Summer's lease has all too short. And we're going to do a date. Now, if you notice, I moved these over kind of to the left because I want to have William Shakespeare right here, but I'll probably bring that up a bit. And so I'm going to do a really fancy A, because I practice A's all the time. Well, actually I did as a kid. I've always liked writing my name. So of course I know a whole bunch of different ways to make the letter A. And this one is going to be my leafy green D. So I'm just turning my leaves in different directions and weaving in and out the inside of the D and the outside of the D. You can actually have all of yours going in the same direction if you want. And then I'm going to make another curly letter and add some thick lines around it. And then I'm going to bring this up, make sure you can see that. William Shakespeare, the Bard. All right, so I am going to take my kneaded or kneadable eraser and just start erasing my pencil lines. Oops. Throw it across the table for a while. I love the kneaded eraser because you don't have crumbs and you don't have to wipe them off and potentially smear things. Because I smear things enough on my own, especially when I'm painting, and I don't need any encouragement from my hand and from eraser crumbs. Okay, so I am looking right here. I thought that was a pencil mark, but it looks like I just got careless. No big deal. And like I said, if you have some places like, where did I just see? Right here on this A, I could come back with a white gel pen and just touch over that and fix any mess ups. But I'm gonna take, first of all, my yellow marker. I am using the Tombow markers, and I have chosen, how many of these? 1, 2, why do I have, okay. I have 2 pinks and 2 greens because they're my favorite colors. So I'm using, well, all these. And you choose your favorite colors to use and your favorite markers. Even Sharpies would work. But I'm going to take my yellow one first. And what you could do is, if you have 5 markers, you could count over, you could start with yellow and then count over 4 more, and on your 5th one do another yellow and just keep the pattern going, maybe yellow, purple, pink, green, orange, whatever. But I'm just going to follow the pattern that I had already set up, which was actually no pattern at all, just for time's sake. And I'm going to color in any of the little areas. And if I don't have any loops to fill, I'm just going to copy around the letter. And in this one, I didn't add a color to it, but I'll just go ahead and add another yellow because it just brightens it up. All right, now I'm going to move on to my blue. Very carefully or very quickly. These do not have to be in line. You can make these out of line because that looks cute too. Just fill in the areas that I want blue. Then I'm going to move on to my greens. I'm going to do the dark green. Is that the dark green? It looks light. Maybe I picked up the wrong marker. And then I wanted to color in a few of these leaves. And then down here, maybe every other one or every other 2. And then I'm going to come back with my lighter green and fill in the leaves on my M there. Was this even in the shot? I don't know if that was in the shot just a moment ago. All right, I am moving on to, I've got 2 pinks. I'm going to use the lighter pink for my flowers right here. gonna grab that yellow real quick and just do the centers. And then I'm gonna use my darker pink to come in and add some color to my letters, although they look quite similar to each other. Sorry, I keep forgetting you might not be able to see all of this. And next is my purple. Oh, I missed my E there. And I missed my A there. Liv, you're not helping me.
Sorry.
She's on allergy drugs.
No, I'm not.
She's basically asleep. So the previous post is a picture of this original one. So you might want to go on that on Facebook and click on that and save that one and download it just to give you some ideas for your letters. They all do, none of them actually have to be like mine, but if you just want some ideas, then just play around with those. And you can refer back to that if you click on the picture and download it. So now I am just finishing up with my orange. And we are done. And just remember, you can come back in, like I see here, see that S and that E there? They're a little bit out of line. I don't have my white pen with me, but you probably have a white gel pen if you have followed along with me this week. And so you can use that to make any corrections, or even whiteout. If you have some whiteout, that will help you. And I am done, so I'm gonna switch back to my face. Let me move this camera out of the way. Hello, there I am. All right, so I want to thank all of y'all for watching and completing this series with me. I can't wait to see the pictures and the creations that you've made, so don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Masterpiece Society, or just post it on this video and we will share your pictures on Instagram and Facebook. So thanks again for joining me, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.